Gingerly or
Maybe it's through batting practice.
Hello, sir. How are you?
To do that.
I got 7 o'clock. Everybody ready? Ready.
Perfect timing.
We're good, Nick? All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and call to order the regular meeting for May 13th, 2025. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our mission statement is learning for life. Vision statement, Southgate Community School is the best choice for students and parents. That I will accept a motion on the agenda.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Okay, I have a motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there
Support.
support? Supported by Mr. Sage. Any discussion on the agenda? Okay, seeing none, I'll call up the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we have an agenda. No presentations tonight. Citizens' comments. Anybody would like to address the board for up to 3 minutes? Anybody? Seeing none, go ahead and close public comment. Brings us to the consent agenda, which consists of April 22nd, 2025 regular meeting minutes, the HR update, and the April 2025 disbursements. I'll entertain a motion on the consent agenda.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Okay, a motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there support?
Support.
Supported by Mr. Koopser. Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Consent agenda is approved. Quickly on to the action items. Action item number 1 is approval of sideline cheer camp trip.
Hey, everyone. I have a few sport-related overnight trips for your approval tonight. The first one is Sideline Cheer. They are hoping to attend a cheer camp at Michigan State University at the end of July. It would be July 28th through July 30th.
Okay, any questions for staff on the cheer trip?
Just real quick. How long has the camp been in place? Do they go every year, and how long's it been?
The camp has been around for a long time, and they have a lot of. I did my research, and they have a website, and they've their cheer team has sponsored this for quite some years. I believe they went last year, but there's quite a few teams that go, so they'll be learning new skills, but also competing.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions for staff? All right, seeing none, bring the discussion back to the table. Entertain a motion on action item number 1.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the sideline cheer camp trip as presented.
Okay, motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there support? Support. Supported by Mr. Sage. You guys sound the same down there, man. I'm telling you. It's throwing me off because you guys sound the
Sorry.
same. That's all right.
Apologize.
That's all right.
Assume it's Sean then.
Just assume that.
That's fine.
All right, I have a motion by Dr. Pomponio, supported by Mr. Sage. Is there any discussion on the sideline cheer camp trip?
Hope they have fun.
All right. Seeing none, I'll go ahead and call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. Next is the Anderson Wrestling Camp trip.
Yeah, so this is a trip that the wrestling team is hoping to attend in Urbana, Ohio. It's at the Jeff Jordan State Champ Camp, and that will be June 22nd through the 26th.
Okay, any questions on the wrestling trip? No point.
So it says the cost is $400. Does that include everything for them? Do they have to fundraise to get?
They will
to
be
that?
fundraising, yep.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions for staff? Okay. Seeing none, I'll bring the discussion back to the table. Entertain a motion on action item number 2.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the Anderson Wrestling Camp trip as presented.
Okay, a motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there support?
Support.
Supported by Mr. Sage. Any discussion? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion is approved. And item number 3, approval of the Anderson girls basketball camp field trip.
Yep, so the girls' basketball team is hoping to attend Northwood University hosts a camp July 15th through the 17th. That's at in Midland, Michigan. So they are hoping to attend that one. I believe they went last year as well to the same camp.
Questions for staff? They don't have any combination sideline cheer, wrestling, and
Wouldn't that be a good idea?
basketball camp.
Have everybody all in one place.
Baseball.
We could host.
I know. See, now we know what we need to put on.
As soon as you get the
We know
bigger
where the
parking
market.
lot.
We know where the market is missing. All right. I'm sorry. Any discussion or any questions for staff? Sorry. All right. I'll entertain a motion on action item number 3.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the Anderson girls basketball camp trip as presented.
Okay. I have a motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there support?
Support.
Supported by Mr. Coopser. Or say Sage again. You said that, but then his mouth was moving. I swear, his mouth was moving. All right. I have a motion by Dr. Pomponio, supported by Mr. Sage. Any discussion? Okay. Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion is approved. All right. Next is approval of the issuance and delegation of the sale of bonds.
Yes, I want to start by thanking our Southgate community for the investment and the commitment and confidence to approve this new money coming forward. The next stage is to sell the bonds, and this is a resolution to authorize the issuance and delegation of the sale of bonds. So this particular vote provides the opportunity and leverage to tax up to an amount that will give the district 28 million. These funds will be used to erect, furnish, and equip maintenance and athletic facilities, remodel, furnish, and equip school buildings. The projects will also include HVAC systems, school security, instructional technology, and site improvement. But these are in series. So the very first bond that we will sell is in a series of 8 million. The second is in 14 million, and then 6 million after that. And it is the 8 million is the first year, and then the 14 million then is years 2 and 3, and then year 4 and 5 is the 6 million. So it is over the span of time, but we will start with the 8 million sale, and the documents that are included meet all of the statutory requirements for the sale, and for the commitments that those that buy these bonds will adopt, and all of this complies with state law. We would actually be able to collect this money by July 1st by moving very quickly on this. And after this meeting, assuming that the board does approve these, we will have a lot of signatures that will be necessary for the next level. So stay around to our secretary and president. Anyhow, we'd like to go ahead and recommend that the board make this next step to make these funds available to us.
Okay. Any questions for staff? Seeing none, I'll bring the discussion back to the table, entertain a motion on action item number 4.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the issuance and delegation of the sale of bonds as presented.
Okay, motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there support?
Support.
Supported by Mr. Green. Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's approved. Action item number 5 is approval of the summer 2025 DMA renovation.
Good evening. Gary Count with Plant Moran Real Point, along with Mr. Hardy of Southgate Community Schools, here to present the award recommendation for the Davidson Middle Academy renovation project. This project is the first phase of the renovations that will be going on at Davidson Middle Academy. It includes flooring throughout the entire building, corridors, classrooms, offices, multi-purpose area, which is the gymnasium and the cafeteria, as well as painting throughout the whole building. So walls, ceiling, new base. On April 11th, we issued bid documents to any potential contractors through the State of Michigan website as well as the local newspaper. On April 29th, we received sealed bid proposals from 6 different contractors to perform the scope of work. Mr. Hardy and myself performed post-bid interviews, and upon interviewing the firms that proposed to the project, we are recommending Cones Commercial Flooring and R&M Painting for the flooring and painting contractor services. The total project amount is $248,800.50, which includes an award of $157,938 to Cones Commercial Flooring, project award of $55,862.50 to R&M Painting, and a project contingency amount of $35,000. On the following pages, you will see a bid tabulation breakdown from the 6 contractors that proposed, as well as the proposal forms from R&M Painting and Cones Commercial Flooring. These contracts will be outlined in the AIA A105 document that's been reviewed by the district's legal counsel, and Mr. Hardy and I are here to answer any questions you might have.
Any questions for staff? All right, don't see any. Looks like you guys covered it all.
All right, perfect.
All right, with that, I'll bring the discussion back to the table. Entertain a motion on action item number 5.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the summer 2025 Davidson Middle School Academy renovation package as presented.
Okay, I have a motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there support?
Support.
Supported by Mr. Sage. Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that is approved. Action item number 6, approval of the soccer field material for Grogan Elementary.
Good evening. To provide opportunities to our elementary students and some future continued revenue for the district, we propose to renovate the field at Grogan as it stands now and create a brand new soccer field there. Our grounds team will be doing the work to make this a functioning, playable soccer field. To complete this project, we're asking for approval for the following. The soccer goals and nets from Great Lakes Rec. United Rentals, it'll be some rental equipment, skid steer, track loader, power auger, wheel loader for the equipment that our grounds team needs to renovate these fields. Rhino seed for the 3-way tall fescue blend of seed and 19-19-19 fertilizer to get the field kicked off. Also, we're going to bring 3 train loads of screen sandy loam topsoil into the field, smooth that out, and then we're going to seed and fertilize it. We're also asking for some contingency, $1,740, and the contingency will cover some overseeding, some more fertilizer in the fall, extra hose, and we might have to set up sprinklers so we don't currently have irrigation out in Grogan's field right now to keep everything watered and maintained so that the field grows in. So it's our recommendation to the Board of Education to approve the purchase of materials and rental equipment to build the soccer field at Grogan Elementary in the amount of $19,145.74. Questions?
Any
This
questions?
is similar to what we did at Shelter Soccer Fields. The goalposts have a 12-year warranty for chipping and a 1-year limited warranty on the nets for those posts. They're identical posts to Shelter, so we can keep the nets. When we order them, we can order them in bulk and keep them the same, so it's not a different system from one school to another is what we're trying to do.
Are there any other projects for other schools or garish at all for the soccer fields?
We are looking at
We have a new design planning meeting for the garish outdoor areas. Right now, we don't have plans for a soccer field. We do, though, have plans to improve that for Vikings play, as well as for longer-term softball and baseball, as well as the walkways that are happening around, and additional parking. So once you have all of those kind of added up, there's not a lot of extra space after that. So that is something that now that the money is coming in for this new bond series, that will be one of the first projects that we take on, is making sure that we're supporting that outside area for garish.
Thank you. And what about Davidson Middle School? Is there anything that's going to be done with the back? Because they used to play soccer back there too.
We are looking at building a baseball and softball field back there
Okay.
because we want to we don't want to transport kids to other fields. We want to have that available to them.
Right,
So that is part of the new series planned.
Okay. That sounds
And currently at Davidson for the football field, we have an overseeder, and we've been overseeding it in the spring and the fall, and we're thickening up the playable surface, the grass. We have a top dresser, so the grounds team has been putting soil and seed on that not everybody sees, but it's really coming in thicker, and what that'll do is choke out the weeds. You'll get more grass, you'll get a better level playing surface, so we're doing that all internally. We're asking for a little help here because this is a brand new field and it needs more than just our normal maintenance to get this project done and done right.
And how long does it take to do that?
It's going to be, we're not going to rip out any of the sod that's there. So what we did at Shelters, we're going to do at Grogan is these train loads of dirt we're going to put on top and smooth out and to fill in the low spots. So we're not starting from scratch, which gives it a faster grow time, and it fills in quicker, and it makes it more playable faster as well. So I would say from start to finish, let's say 3 weeks by the time we get the material and we haul it out there and smooth it out, and then it steps, it's a process, you got to seed, you got to fertilize, you got to put in the goals. So on top of everything else that we do for the district day to day. So
That's good. Thank you.
yeah.
We just got to get construction trades to ask for a skid steer and a power auger and
Right.
all that kind of stuff. That's
Yes.
Then we don't have to
We
rent.
do use the SkyTrack quite regularly, so our team does. That they own.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Any other questions?
When's it gonna commence?
We still want to do it yet this, what's left of spring before summer, so we have a grow season. So upon approval, but we got, end of school, we got to balance too, your graduation, field days. So we're trying to plan around all of that, and we're not going to start ripping and tearing in July. It don't make sense because we'll never keep it without irrigation wet enough. But we want to get it in the next month and a half, get this project kicked off and started, and try to get it planted while we still got some grow time. It's Michigan. It could be 90 tomorrow. We could lose that. So it's all based on weather too. But we don't want to wait till the fall because then we want it to be a playable surface best we can before that time.
Any other questions? All right. Seeing none, I'll bring the discussion back to the table and entertain a motion on action item number 6.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the purchase of the soccer field material for Grogan Elementary as presented.
Okay, motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there support?
Support.
Support by Mr. Green. Any discussion? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion's approved. Next is action item number 7, approval of the Anderson door and hardware replacements.
So let me start by saying we've tried to do everything we can to these doors and repair them prior to me bringing doors and hardware to the board for approval. These are not repairable at this time. We received 2 quotes for labor install of door hardware from Aspen Door Supply and IDN Door and Hardware. Aspen Door Supply for a total of $10,540. And then IDN Door Hardware for a total of $13,451.72. The doors we're looking to replace are on the east and west, the second floor. We call them the weight room doors, but if you know where the old spectator seating was at the pool area, that's the doors we're looking to replace. Right now, it's a safety hazard. Kids are getting up in those stairwells, getting up on that, the spectator seating. They're not staying latch locked. The doors have just, they've had it. So we're going to put in, we're proposing to put in hollow metal doors, pair of doors with hardware, strikes, rim panics, cylinders, pull handles. The closers are in good shape because we just recently put those on. So with Aspen, we're reusing closers because they're not junk. There's a 1-year warranty on the doors and hardware. I am asking for $1,000 contingency, and what the $1,000 will be used for is these are hollow metal doors, hardware is 4 doors and frames. So we're going to repaint these frames and do some bondo and repair, so we're not ripping frames out. And then we're also going to paint all 4 doors, the hollow metal doors. So that's what the contingency's for. So it's our recommendation, the Board of Education approve Aspen Door Supply to furnish and install the new doors at Anderson in the amount of $11,540. Questions?
Any questions?
I was just gonna ask about the difference between the 10,000, so you added, that was a contingency for 1,000.
Yeah, because I know we're gonna have to paint them and do some repair, minor repair on the frames, but we could save the frames. We didn't have to take them out and replace those in this project.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Seeing none, I'll bring the discussion back to the table. Entertain a motion on action item number 7.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the Anderson doors and hardware replacements as presented.
We have a motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there support?
Support.
Support by Mr. Sage. Any discussion? All right, seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that motion is approved. Action item number 8, approval of the spring 2025 EWF playground mulch.
So let me start by saying that we're trying to get this mulch on a rotation, so I'm not bringing the whole district in front of the board all at once. So what's not on the list here is on next year's rotation. I'm going to talk about the mulch a little bit, but we're looking to add to the existing playgrounds of Ford Line, Grogan, North Point, and Shelters at and then Davidson Middle School courtyard. If you've seen the courtyard, it's the same mulch inside the building. The Grogan Elementary playground, we're not going to put the new mulch in the small playground because we just installed that. The mulch is good, so we're making sure we're taking a look at what really needs. So the big playground at Grogan needs new mulch this summer. Ford Line Elementary, it's for the small playground at Ford Line. This summer, the new playground is going in at Ford Line, and the mulch is included in the new playground and the cost of that playground. North Point Elementary is for the large playground. The small playground got it last round when we did the mulch. And same thing with Shelters. We're looking at the big playground at Shelters because the new playground just got reworked and new mulch very recently. Okay. So this mulch and this quote's from Superior Ground Cover. They came out and they measured how much mulch will need to be added in each of these areas, and they took in consideration the potential fall height from the highest play surface, which is necessary to determine the depth of mulch that's required. For example, 9 inches of wood mulch will protect a kid from a fall of about 7 feet. It talks about safety. This is EWF mulch, longevity 2 to 3 years, and then the mulch will break down and almost turn to sawdust. So you got to keep refilling it so it's got that that depth that is recommended for each school for each play structure. So Superior Ground Cover's price includes material, delivery, and installation with no additional fuel or delivery charge at $14,785. So we're requesting that the playground EWF mulch resurface and at the playgrounds and at Davidson Courtyard. We're asking for the $14,785 for that work this summer. Questions?
Yeah, so you said you're gonna like do them in cycles. Are you talking about a couple of years or just?
So, and next year, what's not on this list will get refreshed again. So, but we always double check, we have them come and measure because sometimes you may be
Yeah.
low and safety is number one, right?
Right.
So if they recommend that, hey, you got to add a little bit more because it's settled or you don't have enough in this area or that area, we want to take that in consideration and not say we're just skipping it because.
Right. Okay.
So they come out there, the professionals at this, and they measure everything from the tallest structure. So your bigger playgrounds have the taller structure than your smaller playgrounds. So you have more mulch on big depth than your small, less depth.
Thank you.
There's a science to it.
Yeah.
These playgrounds don't have the engineered wood fiber right now, though, right?
Yes, they do.
They do?
Yes,
So we're
they
just
do.
adding 2
Yeah, so we're topping them off. They settle, they'll turn to mulch. The swings are the worst. You know, the kids keep rubbing mulch and kicking it, and it grounds it down to nothing. Underneath your slides, your swings, your landing areas will need more mulch on a playground than the left corner of the playground that never gets walked on. You know, so it settles differently. It's played in differently. It's treated differently by age of students. Big versus small, preschool versus elementary.
So we have the engineered wood fiber everywhere. Right
Yes, because that meets the ADA requirement for wheelchair accessibility.
now. Okay. Good. Any questions for staff?
So basically, in like one day, they'll just like drive around with their truck and put it on all the stuff, all the different locations.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. They come in a semi, and it's almost a big back truck. And in the semi, the front of the truck pushes the mulch toward the back, and they get out however much hose. They stay in the parking lot. They'll run the hose, and they just stay there and they spray it.
I've seen them. too.
And the truck is half full. They'll go to the next playground, and then when that truck's empty, the second truck will be there. They'll have 2 or 3 crews, and just about a day they'll cover everything that we ask them to cover with these special trucks. It's not a vacuum truck; it's a blower truck. It's same but different.
And when will they be doing this? During the summer or prior to the end of the year?
No, we'll do it in the summertime after everybody's got out of school,
Okay,
and it'll be fresh for the start of the new school year.
okay.
Any other questions? Okay, seeing none, I'll bring the discussion back to the table, entertain a motion on action item number 8.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the spring 2025 EWF playground mulch as presented.
Okay, a motion by Dr. Pomponio. Is there support?
Support.
Support by Ms. Angel. Any discussion? All right, seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. Action item number 9 is approval of the graphic design laser cutting engraver purchase. I know.
Well, I'm here to request that we make a purchase of a laser cutter engraver for our graphics design program. Some money has been made available to us through DCTC, and they will be reimbursing this fully. But what we have got quotes for, or what the advisory committee has recommended, is that the Glowforge product is the industry standard in which graphic designers typically use. There's also another brand called X-Tool, which isn't quite as powerful, which did come in a little bit cheaper, but we did get 2 quotes for the Glowforge, one directly from Glowforge for $6,294, and then one from Bloom at $6,000. So I am asking for the approval of the purchase of the Glowforge engraver through Bloom for that $6,000. That does also include an air filtration system, because when you are engraving, there is some byproduct that comes out of that. So we want to make sure everyone's safe. So that does come with that as well.
Any questions for staff? Dr. Pomponio.
What kind of warranties does it say in here?
So through Bloom, they do have an open-ended service that they will give up to us that does not end for the life of the product.
That's good. Thank you.
Just curious, is this a new feature replacing an existing cutter?
We don't currently have that. We are kind of expanding our curriculum for our graphics design program. Right now, they have just kind of got rid of some of old machinery that has been taking up space that's been around for 40 years. That it was time to retire those. So we do have some open space to replace and have some more up-to-date products that we would like to have our students experience. The ability to engrave is kind of a standard thing in graphic design these days. If you go to 4imprint, that's going to be an option. Wood engraving, glass engraving, metal engraving, all those different products, and that's not something our students currently have the ability to do. We would like to expand that to them.
I played with one of these before. They're funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. put your name in a glass or something.
Yeah, it's cool stuff.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, you don't expect it to do it, but there it does,
Yep.
like magic.
And it can print on rounded surfaces. It doesn't have to
Oh,
be
yeah.
a flat surface, anything like that.
Easy.
And it'll cut to 0.0001 inch accuracy. So it's very specific in that sense as well.
And will we be able to use this for like our awards, the Titan Awards, or for our different athletics programs want to use this machine to make up awards for their students or for our students?
That could be an option, yeah.
Or
So
products
then
for
we
the
don't
store.
have to, we don't have to spend to go outside. We can keep some of those costs in-house.
We might need a demonstration. We might need to come over and get a demonstration,
Okay.
just to make sure it's working right.
Yeah, that
Right.
seems fair. That seems fair.
Any questions for staff left? No. All right, I'll bring the discussion back to table, entertain a motion on action item number 9.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to approve the purchase of the graphic designer laser cutting engraver purchase as presented.
Motion by Dr. Pomponio, is there support? Support by Ms. Angel. Absolutely. Any discussion?
Just curious, Neil, are you creating class projects?
It sounded like, it
just-
sounded like he was
You know.
assigning homework,
Yeah,
didn't
it
it?
sounded like it.
Sounded like it. I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. We did not make it to double digits tonight. I thought there was a chance we might, but didn't. All right, so left on the agenda is one of the most important items we do. President. Mr. Green.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Green to adjourn the meeting. Is there support?
Support.
Support by Dr. Pomponio. Any discussion on the adjournment? Seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned. Thank you.